Good afternoon, everybody.
Bonjour. Happy holiday Monday.
Yeah, happy Victoria Day to all of our Canadian friends.
Look at us grinding away on a holiday.
Oh, no, tell you. Anything for the cause, eh?
Oh, aye.
Company man.
No one needs a holiday. Overrated.
Says nobody ever. Guys, hope you're all doing well. Post PGA. What did you think of the golf? Did you watch much of it?
Not really.
No.
Busy weekend. Busy weekend playing lots of golf.
That's the way it should be.
But good for Xander to get it done. He deserves it.
Good.
Last week he deserved it.
Happy for him.
Yeah, no, it was fun.
All right, we're 22 eyes, or 22 sets of eyes in the chat. 19 now. What did you say? Something? Did you say something to put people off?
No?
We'll wait for people to join. Yeah, we've not been around for the lives in a while.
You've been away.
You've been away. You had a wee vacation.
I did. It was quite nice.
Nice, good. Feel refreshed?
Oh, fresh as a daisy.
Love it. Love it. Guys, we will wait for a few people to join us. We'll get into the questions. We want to hear what's been going on with you guys. What's been going on in the world of golf? We've got some new product in the studio today for testing. Nothing more game-changing than
This one's the nicest.
the Cobra. What are we calling that? We calling that limited?
Aye. Limit. Aye. That's quite good how they've done that.
With a 3D. It's smart, isn't it?
Yeah.
Gorgeous looking.
Really clean.
Cobra iron. I would argue the nicest looking Cobra iron I've ever seen.
Would you place that?
Yeah.
Bold claim.
Yeah, I would. The only reason I might not though is I've been kind of struggling a little bit with spin recently, a little bit low in the spin. And I think with the amount of tungsten that's in this, it might bring the CG a little bit low and it might be a little bit, against those who are trying to get more spin. But we'll see. We'll test it.
Love it.
What was your first thoughts?
It's cool. It's different. I like the back kind of, I guess, the 3D printing that you can see.
The lattice.
It's neat. Very neat. The lattice.
It just makes you think of that Still Game episode when the hyperdeals and they go and buy the apple pie.
Oh,
and then it's the lattice. All right, let's see what's going on.
Anderman, 1970. Have you finally put the axioms into play?
I don't think. No, I haven't. No, I don't think I ever said I was going to. I remember hitting them nicely in the 760s and thinking, yeah, those are quite nice. But for me, to be honest, the biggest issue is the weight range. I would actually like. I don't want to play the 125X.
Yeah.
I'd probably like something that's about, a 120 version or something along those lines. So not for me. You try them?
No.
No.
No, I'm quite content at the moment.
You really are content. Not a lot going on in your golf bag right now.
Yeah.
Me neither.
There was someone asked there. It's quite good. I can't see it here.
Rich says your title says 2023, by the way.
We changed it. I changed it.
It doesn't.
A4 Romo. I know you don't focus on shoe reviews, but how well do you like the FootJoy shoes on the course? I like them. I've been wearing them off camera as well, playing them. They're good. They're really comfy.
Yeah.
Haven't worn a FootJoy in a while, but yeah, very impressed.
Shoes make a difference. You are right. We're hopefully going to do a little bit of testing on shoes, a little bit of independent testing, something that I think can shed some light on some shoes that you really want to avoid wearing. I think it's relatively broad in terms of what. It's not like you have to wear this shoe or you're not going to perform well. I think there's characteristics of the shoe design, characteristics that you want to sort of make sure you've got. But there's things you want to avoid as well.
Definitely.
Jared is asking, Michael, would you say there's a huge difference between the 921 forged and the 923 forged?
Jared is asking right here. 921 forged and 923 forged.
Huge difference.
Not a huge difference, but subtle changes. been a while since I've hit
yeah.
923 forge. Great iron.
Great iron.
But yeah, I would say subtle changes between the two models.
It got better, it got faster. Mizuno are on a real roll right now with making their irons look incredibly good. I think 245 Mizuno Pro are some of the best irons I've ever seen. I think they're incredible. So, yeah, love them. Love them, love them, love them. But there is a new 920, well, we think it will probably be called 925, but a new JPX line coming up.
Yeah. Soon.
July.
Wow.
July. David McCutcheon, happy Monday, gents. Happy Monday, Mr. McCutcheon. Hope you are well.
Freddie M, 6 wins now for Nelly, only halfway through the season.
I know.
That's
Quite
pretty
impressive,
nice.
isn't it? Many wins have you got this year?
0.
Yeah, I could.
Oh, one yesterday.
I could not win a game of tiddlywinks right now. Useless.
You'll be fine.
My game is an absolute toilet.
I think you should just go 5 days playing, no practice.
I'll take a week off and do that.
Joe Lane, Mike, are you playing T150 or 245s? T150.
Mm-hmm. Enjoying them?
Yeah, I like
Very
them.
much so.
Yeah.
Sausage kick through.
Aye. Perfect. Sausage kick.
Mass Appeal Golf, what a PGA. I volunteered all week, amazing course, amazing golf, what a week. Do you not think that when you're part of an event or you attend an event, it's elevated so
Totally.
much higher?
Oh, you get to be there, feel the energy.
Yeah, you get to be there, you get to see obviously the course and all its glory. I actually thought my interpretation of the online vibe on the tournament was it wasn't great.
Yeah, it was
I felt
quiet.
like people were saying like, yeah, not Valhalla's not a great course and too many birdies for a major. It felt more like a regular event. Greens were soft away.
Greens are soft. It rained like
Yeah.
a couple times throughout the week, so.
How many minutes have we went here? How have we went 7 minutes and 15 seconds and haven't talked about Scotty Scheffler in the jail cell, warming up for his round?
I mean, that was
What-
a
that
wild
was-
Friday.
I mean,
Was it Friday? Yeah,
it
Friday.
was Friday. It was unbelievable. Unbelievable. How has he went from the jail cell to shooting 6 under par?
Making birdie on the first hole.
Was it no 5 under par he shot, didn't he?
Yeah.
5.
But open with a
66.
bird. That's the crazy thing. Had a plate of eggs, a 5-minute warm-up, and right to the first tee.
And literally didn't want a piece of anyone who wanted to sort of give him sympathy.
No.
Like, you said Ricky Fowler went up to try
Paddy.
and oh, you okay? And he just shrugged it off like, get away, I've got a job to do.
Tiger mentality.
Tell you what, you can, easy for I think people to think of Scotty Scheffler as, uber nice guy. He is a competitor, isn't
Totally. Yeah.
I love
He is a nice guy. When I woke up to the news that he was arrested or whatever, I
he?
was
He's
like,
not a nice guy. He's been
I was like,
arrested for.
geez, I said, I knew it
battery
was
of
too
a
good to be
police.
true.
I've started to like him, and you've started to not like him. Josh is asking, what would be happening with delivery that would cause low spin, even though I have speed? Probably low dynamic loft, whether it's shut face, whether it's handle lean. Primarily, your spin loft window is too low, so I'd make sure you've got enough loft. Josh,
Lost
Harless.
Andrew McCullough. Hi guys, hope you're both well. Could you tell me what tendencies a player would see with too heavy a swing weight in their woods? Many thanks. I mean, when you go like crazy heavy, like a D9 in a driver,
Hit it better like Paddy did yesterday.
Paddy does it though. You can get people that, especially if you're coming from light stuff and move into heavy, if you've purchased something wrong or you were, I don't know, ill-fitted, if I mean, that happens out there, you can see dispersion go crazy. People just can't time it. So yeah, really a timing thing more than anything. You obviously lose distance and
Some
control.
speed and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Yep, agree with all of that. Jolene is asking part 2, Mike, I meant to add why one over the other. Why T150 over MP 245?
It's a great question. You know what? T150s were in the bag before 245, and I'm happy with it. I'm not even thinking about changing anything. So I just keeping it carte blanche, not changing a single thing. But if 245s were to show up, I would maybe use a set.
I think there's the 1 degree loft difference in the strength of the lofts isn't really a direction you would want to be going in. I think it would be certainly you want more loft, not less.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I don't want less.
I would say that's a part of it.
Less loft, no fun.
Tiago is asking, Ian, what's holding your game back at the moment? Probably not playing an awful lot. Tiago is probably a big part of it. I've really not been on a golf course that much. I've never felt more comfortable in the bay, which isn't a good thing. I'd rather feel more comfortable outside. Just I'm not able right now to take that sort of comfort level to the course. I think indoors I'm very comfortable with the shot shape. It's a little bit of a draw, and outdoors I'm kind of not seeing that consistently enough to be reliant on it. So, got to make some adjustments.
KBS is in the house. David Anderson. Hello from the KBS team.
Hello from the KBS experience team, Mr. Anderson. Very cool. We've got some KBS shaft coming to us for testing.
They arrived.
Did they?
Yeah, the wood shafts, yeah.
Excellent. Here's one from Brain Thoughts. Ever heard of Bobby Grace putters?
Bobby Grace. Good old Bobby Grace. A good friend of mine still uses, we used to sell Bobby Grace folks. And then things change. But yeah, a good friend of mine still uses a Bobby Grace to this day, and he loves it. I mean, he rolls it great. But we went on a run with those, what they call fat ladies and F18s.
All pros.
Man, oh man. Shilohs. No. What's a Shiloh? Shiloh.
Shilohs, yeah.
Yeah. They were good.
Really good. Nothing rolls it like a Bobby Grace. Dave Fogel's asking, would you expect Ping Blueprint T to spin 1,500 less than a Blueprint S? Well, I think you probably know the answer to that question. We would not expect that. Everything is explainable with physics when it comes to spin rate. So there's only so many factors that will go into it. When you've got a delta like 1,500, it's too wide for it to be an anomaly. So either something is wrong with the club itself, or there's something that is disrupting the friction between obviously the club head and the ball to lose that 1,500 RPM. Very easy to explain it. It's not difficult if we knew what the dynamic loft, angle of attack, strike point, face angle relative to path, all that. So if we knew where all that stuff was, we could accurately predict what the spin should be. So, but definitely the answer is no. We would not expect that. No one would. Okay.
Randy's going, I'm getting a new putter today.
Good man.
Stuck between Phantom 11 long and a Lab D. Oh, yeah. What would you recommend? I've never seen those Phantom longs yet.
I haven't seen it yet either. Have not.
But I saw a photo of it. It looks quite good. I like the Phantoms, but those labs do work. The D2 is a bit big. I'd rather a Mez.
DF2?
Yeah, DF2, yeah.
Yeah, it is a little bit on the bigger side. The new one's nicer, I think, the DF3.
DF3, yeah, really nice, yeah.
I think that's a nice size. Freddie M is saying Xander is playing D.17 in his swing weight in his woods, so don't be afraid of lighter. Yeah, I mean, D.17 swing weight, if you have the appropriate amount of head weight, is fine. If you have the appropriate amount of head weight. The length of the golf club, the grip weight, shaft weight, all these things contribute. A balance point in the shaft contribute to what the swing weight is. So, the swing weight is just one way to measure a golf club of, it's a multiple sort of measurement.
Adrian, seems like everyone is making a mini driver. A flash in the pan, or is the modern 3-wood coming to an end?
What do you think?
I mean,
You hit your 3-wood very well, so
Yeah,
you're going to say 3-wood. It's
Yeah.
not going anywhere for you.
No, not for me. But I would say like mini driver is not like a new thing. Mini drivers have been made for the last 10 years. There was a Callaway Alpha one. You remember that one? So I think we see it more on tour now, and obviously that's where people see a lot more like limelight of it, or they get interested in it. I'm not against either of them, but I wouldn't say it's like a new thing. But I also don't think 3-wood's dead.
I don't think 3-wood is dead either. I really don't. I think there's some people who like it. There's other people who hit 5-wood much better, therefore will use the space for a 2-wood. I think, the mini driver is what we should be probably calling a 2-wood. The same way that there's now a 6-wood, in the QI10 range in tour. There's room for all these additional clubs in the bag. For those who just join us, Mikey, grab that Cobra iron again. One of the coolest, if not the coolest, iron I have tested in my life. This thing is unbelievable. Off the charts.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Thank you to Cobra for sending one to us last week. Very, very cool to test this thing. I was hitting some balls. I hadn't hit it until actually this morning. Hitting some balls with it. The feel of it is ridiculous.
Cobra Limited, 3D printed.
3D printed.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
3D printing irons.
100 grams of tungsten in an iron head. I never thought I'd see the day that we would be probably 40% of the head mass is in tungsten. Incredible. Makes a really small players like iron ultra forgiving. I mean, the package, the shape, the sort of size of it does not, sort of do justice to how much forgiveness that iron has. Okay, let's
Rico. See. Ian, when does the Ping i530 review come out?
This week. Probably get the nod from the boys here, but when do we think the i530 video's coming out? Thursday? I think Thursday this week. Quick touch on that. i530.
Good iron. Impressive. Fast.
Impressive.
Fast.
Impressive. One of the best irons I have tested. From that size, with that kind of hot face. Yeah, I think everything about it. I mean, if you think back to the i500, the difference is massive.
Totally.
Massive. Justin Ma, thank you for the super chat, Justin. What are recommended lengths to play shortened 3-wood, 5-wood, and 4 hybrid? I mean, depends, Justin. I personally really like. I would play 3-wood at 42.5. I think you can go 30. I think you can go 41.5 on a shortened 5-wood, and I think you can go 39.5 on a shortened 4 hybrid. I think those would be the lengths I'd go. So 42.5, 41.5, and 39.5 on those. I like that. You've got a little bit of work to do to bring the swing weights back up to make sure they don't feel too light. I'm currently playing a 5-wood at 42. It's 7-wood length. The swing weight before I added weight was at C6.6, so I did have to add some weight to get it back to D2. Feels really solid now that I've got some additional head weight. Added about 10, 11 grams back in.
Cool. Lots of shoe chat. James Hill's asking if there's an update on shoe testing and shoes with minimal heel drop.
It's a trend with some buzz right now. There's no doubt about that.
It's smart.
Yep, definitely. I have some. I've currently three pairs from 3 manufacturers for testing. I'm waiting on 2 more coming in that we had requested, and once we have all 5, we will do a definite test on that. Justin, you're welcome. Yep, no problem at all. And thank you again for the super chat. Much appreciated. James Bradsky. Hey gents, love your content all the way from Sydney, Australia. Be good to get your opinion on wedge shaft lengths. I'm 6'2", struggle to find much info online about them. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts, Michael?
I mean, I would
At 6'2".
see what obviously your iron lengths are at. You know, if you're half inch over, inch over, 3/4 of an inch over, and then always, you know, that progression of the half-inch difference between all the irons. I like to quarter my wedges. Some companies like to half-inch their wedges, but I will quarter degree from your pitching wedge.
Quarter inch, yeah.
Quarter inch, yeah. So if your pitching wedge is 35.75, your gap wedge is going to be 35.5, and then so on and so forth. So that's how I do it. But
yep, taller players I have seen myself. Going same length on especially gap sand lob. So I've seen those three. It is posture dependent. So if I see someone who sits on their heels a little bit, gets very down into the knees, maybe low hands, I tend to see them when they get short wedges, they're a little bit heel up. So I occasionally will make a call to go one length on the wedges. So more reasons to get fit. I don't think you'll really know what's going to work for you until you get in the bay yourself.
John B. From the Outer Banks. I've been having a problem with hitting high on the driver face. A ball dives out of the air. How do I fix it? Hitting it high on the face.
I think get yourself well, the first thing I would do is get a can of Dr. Scholl's, head to the range, work on tee height, and try to obviously hit it in the right part of the head. If that is not working, I would go take a lesson. I wouldn't look at clubs to try and get a more tip active shaft to kind of get the head to deflect more up and stuff like that. I just wouldn't. So Dr. Scholl's, see if it's fixable within yourself with regulating your tee height. If not, go get a lesson. Might be your ball position is too far back. You've got a little bit too much forward shaft lean. You might need that club to be rising a little bit more with a little bit more dynamic loft to move the strike down. You won't know unless you go and give it a test.
You won't know unless you go. At your tagline. Stephen McConnell. Hi from Glasgow. Looking for a new ball this year. Looking to maximize distance off the tee.
I need to know if Stephen's a Celtic fan or a Rangers fan before I answer that.
There's your answer. Stephen, you're on the clock.
Stephen, you'll get an answer if you tell us what team you support, because this is a big week. Scottish Cup week.
Oh, really?
Yes.
What day?
Saturday.
Oh, okay. What time?
Good question. Probably 2 o'clock kickoff.
Oh, wow.
2 or 3. 10, probably 3 o'clock. I think it's 10 o'clock our time. Stephen, let us know what your team is before I decide what answer you get.
Kyle H, any info on the new Proto Concept 05s? I have not heard from them in a long time.
I know it's been a while, isn't it?
No news.
No news is bad news. I knew you'd be a Celtic man. Hail, hail, my friend, 3 p.m. kickoff. Sense I'm a nice guy, Stephen. Looking for a new ball this year, going to maximise distance. Looking to maximise distance off the tee. I really like TP5X this year, Stephen. I think that's good. I think obviously Left Dash Pro V1X is another really long golf ball. Callaway Chrome Tour. So I'd say those are 3 of the longest golf balls, and I hope you hit them into the woods all day long.
I was going to say, just give him the spinniest ball out there.
No. Hope it's a good game on Saturday, and I hope your team lose. As I know you wish the same for me. You just don't get this whole rivalry, do you?
You're all from the same town. Just support one another.
Aye, very good. Oh, I'm quite happy if they won. Bill's 44. How come I hit a 12-degree driver longer than a 10.5? The number on the bottom of the club is irrelevant. It truly is. The ball does not know how much loft you have in your driver. It only knows the amount of energy you transfer from one object into the other. It's as simple as that. So you got to go and get fit. and find out what works better for you.
Victor Kim, have you guys recently tried the Max Fly ball lineup? We have not.
Been a while. No. We were going to do some, we were going to chat to Lexi about it when we were filming with her, but had to postpone that one, unfortunately. So, are your mosquito bites from yesterday bothering you?
Don't even start. My legs are chewed.
I know. I'm in absolute bits here.
There's a swamp up there.
I know, I'm not going back.
Shrek.
No wonder Big Paddy's the size he is. He's swollen from mosquito bites. He used to be 5'6".
Swollen. John B. asked. I lost it. We already
You just
answered
love the Outer Banks,
John
don't you?
B. The Outer Banks is the best. Quinn Reinhardt, any testing on the new Sub 70 Pro V2 Fairway Woods?
Have not. Haven't actually even seen them, to be honest. Went a bit quiet at Sub 70. And
They were big on social for a while. Not, you know what I mean? Like they
they were around.
consistent.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, Steve Land Klemer is asking 301 CB MB combo set. What's that? Tacoma 301.
Must be.
I don't know what that 301 is. Or ZX7 Mark II.
ZX7.
Yeah.
Go get fit.
Yeah, I would say so. Giancarlo just got fitted recently for Ventus TR Black 7X in the driver, KBS C-Taper 130 in irons. What fairway and wedge shafts would you recommend for a hard loader?
Fitted recently for Ventus TR Black 7X and Hydra 7X. Jeez, oh, Giancarlo.
And you could certainly, you're on the stiffer end of the scale there, Giancarlo, so you could certainly give Ventus Black a try again in there and see if that
8X.
works for you. You can look at something like, Hulk, if you want something that's very butt stiff but a little bit softer in the tip relative to a TR Black. So lots and lots of good options out there for that.
Do they make that RPG in 80?
No, I think the 72 is an 80 gram
Right,
shaft, though,
yeah,
but
yeah.
I think
That'd be-
I've never seen somebody play that shaft in a 3
No.
wood.
Maybe for Giancarlo.
Maybe.
Giancarlo Ibanez.
You just like saying that.
I have
For
one of my
Ibanez.
best friends from
I know,
named
I know.
Giancarlo.
That's why I picked it out, to be honest.
Really?
It was.
Ibanez, like the guitar, if you're related.
That's right. I knew. I don't know how to play guitars. Nothing.
I don't know anything about guitar.
Nothing.
You didn't play an instrument.
Aye.
The flute.
Aye. The clarinet.
Clarinet.
Bill's 44. Thank you, Ian. Will you be testing any more Vice golf balls? We'll not be testing Vice golf balls anytime soon, or we don't know if we will be. We don't have any plans, but we will be testing, or have already tested, some new irons.
Oh yeah, that's right. Did we post that video?
No. Some new irons from Vice coming soon. So I think you will see that probably this week. A couple of daft faces, honestly. See them? Our faces are just there in delay.
Does Mura CB302 have a smaller head size compared to 0311 XP? Yeah, for sure.
Probably toe to heel it's smaller, eh?
Yeah.
I would think. Oh, James is asking, will you gents be getting out to do some on-course testing anytime soon? Love to see us do some CBX and RTX 6 testing in the studio. Loved our testing of the CBX and RTX. We actually are heading out to the golf course this coming Thursday. Excited?
Excited. Good golf course. You've never seen it?
Never seen it. Oh, I have seen it. I've never played it. Hamilton Golf and Country Club, home of the Canadian Open, next week? No,
2 weeks. 27th.
that's next week.
Really?
Pretty sure that's next week. Today's the 20th.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, wow.
So obviously not the tournament this week, but it is the tournament next week on the PGA Tour. So we will be playing it this coming Thursday. stands and all. Quite excited about that.
Qualifying, just in case.
We're qualifying. So we practice round.
Aye. Too bad, team.
Hi, you know.
Against the field. That'd be
How do
quite
you think we
good.
would do? Best ball? What do you think we would? What do you
On
think we
a
would shoot?
Thursday, we'd be poo-pooing our pants.
I know.
I'd be so nervous. I'd have to be
You'd be.
under the influence of something.
You would be striping it.
With crowds.
You might hit a few folk.
Kidding, I'd rather be arrested.
Um,
On the mark, because Cody asked the same
yeah,
question.
yeah.
this
Stay
morning.
on.
Bryson hit an 8-iron, 220 yards to 3 feet. How? Please advise.
I think his loft and his 8-iron is. What's my loft and my 8-iron? Mine is
Strong.
38. No, mine's probably 36. 36. His has to be 32. His are mega strong. They're also long as well,
Yeah, they are long.
and he's extremely fast. There's the combination. His clubs are a wee bit long. They're definitely a bit
And some bulge.
juiced, have some horizontal bulge. It's just swings. He creates an extreme amount of pressure on the golf ball. He takes massive divots, so he's very, very compressed. And he uses a very fast golf ball in the Left Dash Pro V1X.
So if you do all those things, you too can hit 8-iron, 220 yards.
What are your thoughts on WB Moffat is asking, thoughts on the line grips? What are your thoughts on the line grips?
Yep, not a fan.
No? Not for you?
No. Not a
Not
fan.
for me either, to be
Not a
honest.
fan.
I've really grown to like that Tour Velvet. I know you're not.
Do you see
But
Super Stroke bought Lampkin?
I did not see that.
Yeah, last week.
Why do you keep these things from me? You used to tell me all these trade secrets, industry insights.
The gossip.
Aye.
Geese and gossip.
You love it. Nobody loves the
Oh,
gossip.
I love the gossip. I'll admit it. I love the gossip.
Isa, cards on the table.
Oh, for
I'm a
sure.
nosy.
And I'll tell you, you tell me, I'll tell him.
I know. It's good. That's very interesting.
Lampkin Stroke. That's what they're calling it.
Is it?
Aye.
You heard it here first.
Yeah, line grips, not for me. Not for me. I do not enjoy a ribbed grip.
I am not. I don't enjoy some ribbage either. Nope. Matt G, what is the best mid-range golf ball if you lose a lot? Asking for a friend. Oh, you know.
Hi, Pro V1X. Mid-range golf ball if you like to lose it in the shrubbery.
What's the best value golf ball out there? They say that Maxfly golf ball gets great
Yeah,
ratings in the independent testing.
The Strixon Z Tour or something like that. It's supposed to be quite good. It's a blue box.
Z Tour.
Wow, I made the name up, but it's
Oh,
the,
that's helpful.
It's the blue box. Hi. Go
80
get fit and you'll lose less golf
There's
balls.
a blue one that's 8333.
From who?
Trixon.
Really?
Yeah, maybe it's just in Europe, that one actually.
Yeah.
That's the.
That sounds like a car
That
model.
was the highest, or the highest selling golf ball in Europe.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Strixon golf ball.
There's another star. It's like a
Yeah, it's a blue box.
Q star.
Q-Star, that's it.
There you go, Q star. I don't know. I'm not a fan of going of departing from urethane. Urethane or nothing for me.
I know, but your thing gets expensive, and when it starts to go kayabunga to the bush, now people 8333.
Yeah, see,
Were they made of wood?
like your head. Maxfly Tour is a great ball, Ben Russ says. Yep, it sure is. Rich Marriott, any insider information on the Titleist 2 would release? There's not going to be one. It's not coming out. It's going to be a tour-only product. Timothy Soto, have you hit the course yet with Axiom? Lots of Axiom chat.
You must have said somewhere that
didn't.
you were going to use
didn't.
axioms.
Maybe in 2022.
You lied to the people.
I didn't. They just get carried away. I'm not one for changing my clubs, you know. I don't really
Rich
change.
Marriott, that's a cool last name. Related? Keys the points. Love a Marriott.
It's because you live in one.
Have their bed sheets. John Jensen. Hello, John Jensen. Hi,
John
guys.
Jensen.
Shot 85, 88, and won my flight in my member guest. Member
There you
guest
go.
already. The
Mississauga G730s were flawless.
Please.
I'll interpret that one. Please have lunch on me. Thank you, John, as always.
congrats.
Thanks to your whole team. Nope, thank you, John. Absolutely delighted. I'll pass it on, as always, to Brandon and Pam and the whole team. Much, much appreciated.
85, 88. What's your handicap? I'll give you a call for July.
I'll tell you, don't worry about me.
I know.
My handicap is going up. by the
Really?
day. Oh, aye.
Good. Moving on up, moving on up.
I tell you, by the time member guest comes around, I'll be a 5 handicap, and I'm telling you.
Perfect. And then you'll grind. There'll be no fun had.
No fun. We don't have fun in the golf course.
Oh, Victor Kim, I don't know if it was mentioned already, but Ian putting the greatest of all time sim driver back in the bag.
Get it?
Oh. These chairs are the worst.
I know. They've only been the worst for 6 years, though.
That's it.
There she is, uncovered. The beast from the east.
The beast from the east.
Look at that.
Have you always had that crack on the top
No, that's new.
from yesterday?
Aye.
I'll tell you, the greatest of all time driver almost went tomahawked a couple times.
No, it didn't. The driver.
You're a wee bit angry. We were all angry.
Tensy 1K blue, 50X. Quite nice. Arcus sensors.
Nice.
Game tracking technology. Quite
AI.
nice. It's in good shape, isn't it? I mean, that face, how is that?
Scratchy poos over there.
How is that face seen so little action? I don't play enough golf.
You don't play enough golf, that's correct.
I know.
Stop practicing. It's overrated.
I think that's what it is, too much practice.
Too much practice. My God. Just love to hit a golf ball. Let's go and play.
It takes a lot of time to go and play.
Go play 2 holes. The time you hit balls to the time you just play 2
I know,
holes.
I probably should.
Anytime you want a game.
I've not had an invite this year.
God, you're putting your nose up at it, that's why. I don't want to deal with that.
Yeah. What a beauty, Victor says. It is a beauty.
Cliff Roberts, is there really such a thing as a more forgiving golf ball? More forgiving equals a golf ball that curves less, given the same club delivery. Sorry if you already covered this. Work gets in the way sometimes. Work? Come on, Cliff. Tell your boss. I'm off it.
Yeah, I know. You're listening to the lads. You could argue that. Yeah, you could. You definitely could. It's an interesting one, and I actually would love to dive into this really deep with golf ball engineers, because we talk about if we don't have as much backspin as we don't in a 3-iron or a 2-iron. It's quite easy to curve the ball, and it's very easy to hit the ball straight when we add more backspin.
Right.
So does more spin, i.e. more backspin, keep the ball straight? But like to Cliff's point there, he's saying, look, does a ball that spins less stay straighter because it doesn't curve
Right,
offline
yeah.
as much? So there's an element of ability to create spin axis tilt, and there's an ability of, does vertical spin stop the ball curving as much? That's what I'd love to get into with ball engineers and sort of. I'm sure there's a case by case scenario. For some players, you're going to find a ball that spins a bit less goes straighter,
Right.
and then for some others, a ball that spins a little bit more, i.e. more backspin, is a little bit straighter. But interesting.
Oh, the stream is buffering.
Well, we're sitting here drinking a cup of tea, and so there's nothing we've done. We've paid the bill. That's all we can do,
Aye.
right?
What is the most underrated, undersold putter brand?
3Us,
Yeah.
almost. Underrated, undersold, undervalued.
That's the 3 U's of putters. That's a shame.
What is the most underrated, undersold putter brand?
For as good as they are, I'd never see a ton of people using Ping putters.
Yeah, no.
I would say Ping has the 3 U's.
Agreed. Ping for sure. I've started doing a bit more with them recently.
Oh, yeah?
Just good options. We've got lots of options in the Mississauga store with it. Go on.
I don't know.
What are you-
I've lost
Go
it.
sideways here. Brad did my first mini driver fitting this week. Was using a 50 gram shaft, carrying at 235, 160 ball speed, 4,000 plus spin. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Sounds good to me.
Not sure.
DY.
Boys, can you check, see if the stream's still going?
Yeah, it's still going. It just was having a couple stars.
Is it okay now though?
Yeah, it's going.
Okay. Okay.
DY is saying handicap around 20 necessary to get a fitting.
Yes.
If you want to get to a 10, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Um,
James Bradsky, did I keep the 7 wood? 7 wood is out of the bag.
So, are we doing a what's in the bag for you today? Yes, we are.
Today?
Today.
Oh boy.
What have you got? You've got some new stuff, no?
No, it's all the same. We got wedges, new wedges.
Putter.
Aye,
Wedges.
new putter.
We're doing a what's in the bag for Mikey today. There you go.
Yeehaw!
People, look out.
Relax, everyone.
Look out. Does firmer grips increase the stiffness of an iron shaft, Sean? No, it does not. Absolutely not. Come on now. Come on now. Talk about Rick Shields' 2000 PLD Ping putter.
I thought he was talking about a different Rick there for a second.
Huge waste of money. Let's not get confused. Rick did not pay $2,000 to get that putter fin, from what I'm led to believe. I think it was him that said it himself. Like, you know, he was invited for the experience of a putter fitting. I don't think Rick paid $2,000. For the average player, I don't think. I mean, is a private jet a waste of money?
No.
Exactly. For if you've got the amount of money to go through the experience, you can still travel on a commercial airplane.
Spirit. I will say, listen, I have a putter that is worth
A lot.
a lot, and so do you.
I've got one that's worth a heck of a lot more than.
Yeah, way more
that.
than goodbye. Yeah. Anyways, the fact that you get to, for me, I had a whole sheet and pick different things of what I wanted, and to have the letter M engraved versus the letter B from Bettinardi. Okay, that's cool. It's worth it. Would I pay for that? Yeah, I would. People that, like, if you wanted to have the absolute perfect putter, go through the fitting process, design it, and it get built for you, it is not a waste of money.
It is like anything else in life that is truly bespoke. You're gonna pay for it.
Yeah.
Let's just not like call Ping out for having this huge waste of money. It's not Ping's fault. If people want to do it or don't want to do it, like, know what you're signing up for. You don't have to. You can go for a Ping putter fit and get the exact same fitting experience and buy probably a £300 putter. Right? There's Ping putters out there that are,
It's heavy.
yeah,
300 pounds.
300 quid.
I mean, listen, it's the same thing. You could go on for days. You could drive a Cadillac or a Ferrari. You could
Totally.
wear a Rolex or a Timex. I mean,
You can
it
wear
all does.
a custom suit. You can get a suit off the rack. If it's bespoke,
what you
you're
want.
paying for it.
Yeah.
That's truly, yeah.
I think it's worth it. If you could go, especially for a putter, and design exactly what you want. Also, if you buy a $2,000 putter, you might never get another putter ever again. all golfers are crazy, so we're always going to buy putters and stuff like that. But that's like your game, or that's something you just never have to. It's like your driver right now.
Well,
you don't have to change it. You don't have to think about it.
What I find interesting, and I watch Rick's videos like you guys. What I find interesting is the difference in his putting when he, because he banks a lot of videos, and he's still got some videos where he's putting with his old even roll and he's got his new ping. How much better he's putting with the new putter, like it's night and day. Like he's talked about it himself, like how much better his putting is with it. So the $2,000 is for the custom, bespoke PLD putter. Like I'm going to at some point go to Scottsdale and go through the PLD experience. Like as a customer, I'm not going to do it, and I might post it on the channel if Ping are happy for us to do that. But like I'm requesting to do that as a customer. I'm more than happy to go and do that.
I mean, I would like to do it at Ping. I'd like to do it at Scotty. I know people that have gone to the Scotty studio, and they've paid $9,000 for a putter.
Yeah.
So
Dave is asking, is the putter fitting worth that? The putter fitting does not cost $2,000. The putter you get from that, the PLD experience, it's not the fitting. The fitting is the same whether you spend $2,000 on it or not. They're still using the iPing app. They're still using Quintic. They're still using their, it's not, what you're paying for is not the fitting experience itself. You're paying for the PLD putter, the custom PLD putter. I mean, it's not what you're paying for. Quite different. Okay. John Reedy, have you guys tried the new reverse taper putter grip? That one? That one? Those ones? No, that's plenty. We have them to try. Yes, they're in studio. They're in studio. Not tried them yet. All right. What are we at time-wise? 47 minutes. Okay. 2 more minutes. We'll
go back to Brad because he pressed enter too early.
Oh, Brad, come on.
Driver fitting, 235 carry with a 50-gram shaft. This is the mini driver, I think. Changed to a 70-gram shaft and carried it to 70 first hit. Have been worried if they juice the GC quad somehow. Is that gain possible? I mean,
it's totally possible.
Yeah,
totally possible.
In the wrong shaft to begin with?
Yeah, I mean, if you've got the spin over 4,000 and the launch isn't optimized, you get the launch maybe up a little bit, spin down 1,000, maybe 1,200. Totally possible. Absolutely, especially at that speed. Definitely. I mean, some people talking about Rick and his reviews and, whether the validity of them. Rick will never claim, I wouldn't say, to be the most data-driven in his reviews. I don't think that's the point of how he reviews golf clubs. I think honest, independent testing, right? It's the name of his channel. I think he just wants to hit them, give his thoughts, pass them on to you guys, show some key differences in maybe ball speed or spin, those types of things. He's not going to get into the weeds talking about the CG location and, manipulating this and that. I don't think that'll ever, be what he feels appeals to the wide, broad audience that he has. That is what we like to do and probably why people like our channel. So there's not going to be the sort of same from every channel. So no. I think what he does is fantastic, and what he does is it appeals to more people than any of us. So
totally, yeah.
Hard to say that it's wrong when that's where the majority of people go for their testing. It's just not how we would present it, because I think as club fitters, as people who do this every single day with clients as part of a business, it's a different way of testing. What's France's question? France, I got a set of used ZX5s last year. Would it be possible? or beneficial possible to fit clubs you already own? Of course, yeah, retrofitting is something we do often. Yep, no doubt. No doubt. Okay, 2 more.
Tyler Stewart, have you seen the sliding weight in the TaylorMade's fairway woods actually change
Of
flight?
course, yeah, a lot. An
You
absolute
currently
lot.
play one?
What?
3 wood? 5 wood?
Oh, is it a fairway wood?
Oh,
Aye,
Aye,
fairway
fairway
woods. Have you seen the sliding weight change? Oh, it's changes spin a bunch. I think 4, about 500 RPMs between it being all the way in and all the way out.
that's
It's
big.
quite a bit.
Yeah.
Quite a bit. Quite a bit.
Alex Burns.
Huh.
Hey lads, hope all is well. Can we do Rogue ST Max versus Paradigm versus AI Smoke Max driver head to head?
We will try and line that up.
Yeah.
I think we're going to try and do the old versus new series, which seemed to go down quite well with you guys. The next up, I think, is Ping. I think we're doing G430 versus, what was the one 5 years ago? I think it was G400
Yeah.
versus...
Well, G400, G410, G425, G430.
Is that what we're doing in old versus new?
Yeah. Yeah.
Something like that. But, well, no, I think because old versus new is 10-year-old, 5-year-old, and current.
Okay. Okay.
So I'm trying to think what the one 5-year-old is. I think it was G400 was 5 years ago. I think.
Yeah, maybe.
Sounds about around the timeline. No, tell us, no, it was G.
G410.
It was no, it was
G.
G. I think it was G, in the LS Tech one. Yeah.
One of those.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. And then the older one, I'm trying to think what was the one that was 10 years ago. I don't know.
G30.
10 years ago.
Maybe.
I don't know. That's what's coming next anyway. Old versus new. It would be fun to do that. All right, guys, we're going to have to love you and leave you. Lots more to do today from Holiday Monday here in sunny Toronto. Nice
Warm,
today, isn't it?
steaming outside.
That's lovely. Got the back door open. It's very, very nice. G30 is the 2014. Thank you, Victor Kim. Cheers to you. So G30, I think it might be G400. I think it might be those ones. I don't know. Victor will get it before we will. All right, good stuff. Hope you enjoyed it, guys. Great to be back with you live. Lots more content coming this week. Can't wait to be out at the Canadian Open venue on Thursday, filming with my old mucker, my old buddy, old pal. And we'll have a special guest join us, walking with us for the round. That'll be a lot of fun. Mr. Ralph Bauer, excited to hear his insights. I think he can help our putt.
Good luck, Ralph.
Get your work
We
out for
need
you,
it.
Ralph. Good stuff. All
Okay.
right. Yep, happy Victoria Day, Kyle H, and to you and all of our other Canadians out there. We'll see you guys next week.